guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another cruise video. This is probably gonna be the last cruise video because I have no more content from the cruise. But I wanted to make a video about the Ben & Jerry's suite. So if you didn't watch my last few Vlogmas videos, and I think I put a cruise video up, but I'm not sure. Over Christmas, we went on the Independence of the Seas, Royal Caribbean's Independence of the Seas, and we went on a 5-day cruise, and I stayed in the Ben & Jerry's suite. So if you don't know what that is, not many people do, I guess. I had gone online just to look up if Ben & Jerry's was included in the meal plan for the cruise, because I'd never been on a cruise, I didn't know. And when I looked that up, what came up was the Ben & Jerry's suite, and I was like, what? And so I looked into it, and it's an entire like cow theme suite, and you get free Ben & Jerry's every day. So the reason they do that is because the Ben & Jerry's on the cruise, their sign above it has like big cows on it, and so the Ben & Jerry's suite is an interior room with a view. It has like a window, but it's of the promenade, and your promenade view is the cows' butts. So to make up for that, they give you benefits, and they give you a free scoop of ice cream a day. So I'm going to talk about those benefits, and then I have a few clips to also include in here. So the first benefit is obviously it's a cow theme. My brother and I walked in, and honestly we thought it was going to be more cow themed. I know there's 3 of them. So there's the one on the Independence of the Seas, and then there are 2 other cruise ships. I don't know the names of them. So I think all of them are a little bit different. But ours had cow pictures. They had little cow figurines on the windowsill, like at the top. They had, I think there was like a cow on the wall or something. I don't know. We thought there would be more, but it was still cute, and it was like different. Also, something else that I thought they would have is, I saw online that there was like a plaque on the door of the Ben & Jerry's suite that said like Ben & Jerry's suite, and ours didn't have that. And I was like kind of bummed, but that's okay. So yeah, another thing is the complimentary ice cream. They give you little tickets when you get into the room. There's like an envelope, and you open up, and there's 10 tickets, 5 for each person, and like every day you can go and get 1 scoop of ice cream. I thought that I would use that like somewhat, and I didn't really end up using them, but I was able to give them to my grandparents to use, and I think I may have given one to my cousin or something. And I will say you have to go back and check their flavors, because I went in one time, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go get some ice cream, like it was a few hours before dinner, and I was like, oh, they don't really have any good flavors. And then I was kind of bummed, like for the rest of the time. I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll just give them to other people because I don't like any of those flavors. And then someone told me that they did have cookie dough one day, and I was like, what? So I went back, and I guess they do like go through different flavors. So I went back and I got cookie dough at one point. If you love ice cream, I would definitely recommend this. I will say I didn't want it as much as I thought I would, just because there's so much food on the boat already, and like you're always eating anyway. And they do have free soft serve on the pool deck, so if you would just want soft serve. Also, there's only one of these rooms, so you're not guaranteed to get it anyway, but like we were booked through a travel agent, and they made sure the room was available, and we got onto it. So that's how we ended up getting ours. But if you love ice cream and you think you'll want to do it every day, or even just for a fun experience, if the room's available, I definitely would still do it because it's fun. The room was pretty big. I didn't expect the room to be that big, but like our cousins were next door, and their room was the same size, so I guess just the interior with the window was bigger. Like they had a couch and a table, and like a small like not dining table, that's what I didn't want to say, coffee table. They had, when we got there, they had food like all out on the table for us. They had little desserts, and I think fruit, or no, was it fruits or cheeses and sushi, and honestly none of it was that good, but it was still like fun to go in and be like, oh my gosh, look. We brought the treats to my mom and dad. I don't know if they ate them or not. They'd also brought more treats. I think they brought like another fruit basket, but it had like berries and stuff later in the week, and maybe some cheese and crackers or something. So that was really cool to like walk into and see that and be like, oh my gosh, look. And like we had a few bites and whatever. You're just never hungry on a cruise. Like you never are like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, like let's eat it. Like you're like, oh, I'll have a bite, but that's it, because there's just food everywhere all the time. Another one of the benefits that they give you is access to the concierge lounge, and I thought this was gonna be so cool. I was gonna go there all the time, be like, I have access to the concierge lounge. No, I went once, and I really just went to check it out. My mom and I were gonna go up there at one point because I know they do like hors d'oeuvres and like drinks, I think, at around like 4 o'clock, but I didn't know if she could come with me or not. Granted, the one time I went up, there was no one checking, so I think it would have been fine. But I know they do that. We just never got around to it. I went up there one morning for breakfast and I didn't get anything, but I just went up and like they did have fresh squeezed orange juice though. That was really good, which is like one of the only differences I think than what they had. And it was just like a smaller, like if you want like something that's not as hectic as going to the dining hall, then yeah, I would do that. And like they had like muffins and I think they had eggs, but I'm not sure. And they had like bagels and like little pastries and coffee and juice and all that stuff. But I just really went up to check it out and then ended up going to breakfast with my family. So that was a cool benefit. But yeah, that's all the benefits of the Ben & Jerry's suite. If you were ever wondering, or if you've heard of it and just didn't know what the details were, wanted to hear from someone that had actually been to the Ben & Jerry's suite, I thought it was really cool, and it was like kind of cool to be like, look, like we're in the Ben & Jerry's suite, and like show it off to people. And yeah, I think it would be really fun if you are able to get that suite. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. I don't usually do videos like this. I usually post vlogs every Saturday. So if you want to know more about me and check that out, I also have a podcast. It's mainly adulting with Mariah and MacDonald, and that posts every Wednesday. If you want to follow me on Instagram at Mariah Nicole with 2 A's and 2 E's. I do have another video about the Key program on the Royal Caribbean cruises, so if you're wondering about that, you can go check that one out. Or if you want to just stick around for more, subscribe down below, give this video a like, and comment below your favorite flavor of Ben & Jerry's ice cream. All right, I will see you guys next week. Bye.